Scott, thanks so much for speaking to us. You've stayed so positive over the last few weeks. What are the emotions that you're experiencing now?
Yeah, look, I'm bitterly disappointed. I'm hurt. I'm gutted. And while there's been that looming over us for some time now, we've been in and around and flirted with this for a long time. There's no words at this present moment in time that can really I can put together to other than, you know, I'm gutted that we've not managed to be successful this year. And what success would have been was us staying in this division. While we always knew it would have been a challenge, it's bitterly disappointing we've not managed to do that.
It's a tough one right now, I know, but how do you sum this season up?
I'd probably sum it up in that game, to be quite honest with you. In between both boxes this year, we've had our moments and looked a very, very good side. Where we've fallen short at times is the other side of that. And tonight, again, defensively, the two goals are poor goals. And while we get the ball in the right areas in them clinical moments when you need the final details and the details of the pass, the weight of the pass, and the clinicalness to score goals, we've fallen a little bit short. So, you know, while we've had progression, while we've had moments where we've improved, we've fallen short at this level, and there's no denying that. That's hence why we're relegated, and we need to work out what we need to do to improve that. I'm not just talking about the players in the team, I'm talking about us as a football club, really. That's a relegation, a promotion, and a relegation, and the highs and lows and the roller coaster of a journey that is. You know, we need to work out exactly what we need to do now to try and get some, to try and keep a level about us, and that's the next task, really.
Scott, your last win was at Anfield, and it wasn't just the result, it was a great performance. A couple of weeks before, you'd been to Goodison, played really well and won as well. I mean, how can you explain what's happened since? Because I think at that time you were level on points with Brighton, you were one behind Newcastle, and I think there was a right belief right throughout the game that, you know, you were going to stay up at that point. But why has it changed so dramatically since then?
Yeah, to be honest with you, Jamie, I'm not 100% sure. I was just saying the performance levels have been there. For sure, they've been there. I mean, the fine margins of this division and the difference and the gulf at times in class are so small. They're so small. And the performance was there. A young team, the pressures of what that brings, is there an element of that? Maybe that's the case. But when you look back, I'm really one never to talk about luck, because this has nothing to do with that in terms of being on the wrong end of things. But, you know, we've been so close at times, but yet so far. And, I think that's my residing factor, really, over the course of the last 5 or 6 games, really. We've just fallen short.
Scott, I'm sure you'll be in management for a long time. So in terms of the first transfer window, in terms of your experience going forward now, how vital is it to actually get players in early? I mean, you've got a lot of loan players in very late, and you made a poor start to the season. Is that something that you'll look back on and take forward in your career and obviously hope to rectify? Yeah,
I think it is. I think we need to work out very quickly as a football club where we went wrong this year, and every avenue there's going to be elements where we need to understand, and certainly that is the case. This is took over with 10 games to go, a different squad the following year. It's going to be exactly the same again next year with another new group. And I think, like always, when your aim is always to grab something and be desperate for something, there's often likely scenarios of the roller coaster which we're on at the moment. We're on a roller coaster: relegation, promotion, relegation. Right at this present moment in time, it's not a time to talk about that, really. But certainly, we need to make some big decisions. We need to understand where we need to get to, what we need to do, where we need to improve. And yeah, that's definitely going to be an area where we need to look at.
Scott, I mean, obviously you've been at the club a couple of seasons. You had great success last season, obviously disappointment. Now, you mentioned their big decisions. What do you see those big decisions being?
Yeah, you know what, Gary, I wouldn't want to be... I feel like I know, and well, I do know. Now is not a time to... Now is not a time really to go into great detail. My players have given me absolutely everything this year. They've absolutely given me everything I ever asked for, and I see that again tonight. Endeavour, desire, effort. We've fallen short on quality at times, and that's exactly it. I think over the coming weeks, we need to have some discussions, and everyone at the football club, we need to sit down, work out what we need to do to move forward, and try and get off this roller coaster at this present moment in time what we're on. And but right now, it's not time to discuss that really.
Scott, you've got 7 loan players, which obviously are short-term positions at the club. Is that something that's been difficult for you in terms of integrating so many players who obviously aren't what would be connected to the club for the longer term?
It's not been difficult. It's not been difficult. Of course, what's difficult is it's going to be a new squad again next year, and so that's going to be another challenge, of course. But the players what have been on loan, people often think there's not an affinity to the football club. Are they going to switch off? Are they going to be as desperate? These boys are desperate than ever. So yeah, that's never been really an issue, and I think there's one thing what people could never point a finger at this year regarding us is that side of the game. But we all know that don't keep you in this league. It doesn't keep you in this league, and that's proven tonight. Sometimes you need more than effort, and we've not managed it at times. We just lack that little bit of quality.
Final thought then, Scott, because you've been very generous with your time. You've talked about the need for this football club to find stability. How determined are you to stay around and, if you like, see the job through, make sure this club does bounce back again at the first attempt?
Yeah, I've been committed since I came here. That's always been the case. Of course, like I said, I think what's key is us. Not in the coming days. There's 3 games left of this season. But what's key for me and vitally important for me is that we sit down, we analyse, we learn, and we're brave enough to put our hands up and realise where we've gone wrong and not go through the same cycle. At the moment, we're going through the same cycle. So what's key is that we break that cycle and work out exactly what we need to improve as a football club and move forward. And I'll be the first to put my point across, along with all the others who are involved in this club, to like you say, bring this club back into this league and hopefully stay there, because that's my main aim. I don't want to come into this league for a season and get relegated. I want to come into this league and stay in this league and then move the club forward, really. So that's going to be key.